Hi, my name's Mia and this is my channel. So this first video is gonna be like 5 seconds intro and whatever many seconds of video stuff. So for the intro, basically I just want to say that I have no idea what is gonna happen with this channel. It's not just gonna be one thing, whereas you have the people who just do makeup or the people who just game or whatever. It's probably just gonna be a mix of random things that come up to me throughout the week. Like, there are just gonna be no rules for this channel, pretty much. So, this video today, the topic is how video games ruin lives. People should just stop playing them entirely. They should go out and hang out with friends, not online friends. Real friends, like, okay, I'm joking, video games are life, okay, it's all I do, obviously. I don't go out and do anything else. I mean, occasionally I play soccer, but that's not the point. So, within video games, I'm just going to talk about some things that I have noticed that have happened when I do games. Let's see. My only friends are online or not online. Okay, when it comes to video games, I obsess. There is no just casually playing or anything else. It is full-on obsession. Like, it is really bad. Like, I'm gonna give you an example of a game everybody knows and loves. The Fallout series, okay? That game series is my life. I've been playing it since about 2010-ish, and since then I've just been obsessing. And I remember I was so upset when this guy at Walmart was like, Fallout 4 is never gonna happen, and then like a month later, what happened? Fallout 4 was announced, and I was like, yeah. Anyways, this game has ruined my life and has ruined my siblings, and the focus is actually just going to be on Fallout because I just have so many feelings about this game. Alright, first off is the amount of money you spend on a game is ridiculous. Like $60 for a new game, and then you have Obsession like me where I had to just go and get the Pip-Boy edition. I just had to. Like, I couldn't stop myself. It was like my first time like actually doing work for something, like working to buy something for myself, because my mom was like no, my dad was like no, my grandma was like, I'm paying for you to go to college, which also didn't last long, and I went in for game development, and yeah, I switched stuff and I just don't know. But you go into this gaming thing and you just spend so much money on a bobblehead, and I've made it my life mission to collect all of the bobbleheads because that is just what I do. I obsessed. Like, I have a Fallout tattoo, it's just a little Vault-Tec symbol. I have 2 different Vault-Tec bags. I have like anything that has Fallout on it because I see it and I'm like, oh my God, Howard, he needs me to buy this, and I just don't know what it is. It consumes me. And the same thing happened with Skyrim, with The Last of Us. Not really, because there's only one game, but I heard a second one was coming out. And you're probably, all the intense gamers out there who may come upon this is like, oh, wow, of course you name all those games. And I'm just like, it's what I like. It's popular for a reason. But yeah, the obsession with this is bad. Like, there is no casual, there is full on. Like, there was this statue of the power armor, and I was ready to just buy it, but you know, I'm broke. The next thing with this is how this not gaming doesn't only affect you, it affects everyone around you. You're playing games and you are yelling all this stuff, and your mom comes in and she's like, whoa, calm down, what are you doing? And you're like playing Fable and like you're fucking bitches, because what else are you gonna do in Fable? Save the kingdom? Yeah, didn't think so. Or you're playing Fallout New Vegas and you're like, fucking Benny. Okay, I didn't mean like fucking Benny. I meant like you're yelling at him because he's a piece of shit most of the time. But I mean, you could be doing either because there's that one option. But that's not the point. That is not the point. Anyways, your mom is just like, you need to chill out, or you're gonna have to go back home and play games over there, or not play games at all. You're like, Mom, don't you love me? Just let me get past this. This is what I do to heal my broken soul. Yeah, I don't have much of a life. And then, not only does your family start getting on you because of this game, and sometimes your friends notice, and they are like, oh my god, will you please shut up? I don't want to hear about Fallout. I don't want to hear about how these sentry bots ruined your life, about how Paladin Dance is beautiful. I don't know, they just don't care at all. Unless they also obsess over Fallout, then they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it's just a great time when your friends like the games you like, because you can talk for hours, and it's just a beautiful moment. And I am feeling so much judgment because I can hear my grandma just outside there, and she's probably like, what are you doing? Speaking of my grandma, whenever I play games, she just sits there and watches. She doesn't ask questions, she just watches, and it's beautiful because I don't like playing games alone for some reason, but I like having somebody there watching me because it just makes it feel better, and like the gameplay is just more fun. But when my grandma's there, she just watches and she acts like it's a movie, and it is just a beautiful moment. Whereas if my friend comes over and watches, or my sibling comes over and watches, they're like, is it my turn to play? Can I do it? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why did you kill this guy? He did nothing to you. And you're like, oh my god, just watch the game. And speaking of my siblings, whenever I obsess over a game, or a band, or a show, not really shows because I don't watch those, or like books, yeah, there we go, books. My siblings get like addicted to it. I don't know if it's because I'm the oldest and they're like, oh, I gotta do what Mia does. But for some reason, they just get addicted to it. Like, my little sister who was in middle school, she's like 6th grade or whatever, she was running for student body president, and all her posters were game related. Her first one was Legend of Zelda, the other posters were like Pac-Man, Fallout, and it was just crazy how she just did these posters. Like, most of them were Fallout because my obsession with that game and their obsession with that game led to this awesome poster. And like, she's gonna win, even though none of the kids knew what the games were, but the posters were pretty sick for a 6th grader. And like, my other sister, I know I have so many sisters, she is like, what, 7, 8, and she'll be on the computer looking at Fallout memes. I know, you're never too young to start looking at memes. But she's looking at Fallout memes, and she's going to my mom, to my brother, to me, to my other sister, to my dad. She's going to everyone that is in the house at the moment, and she is showing the memes and repeating what it says and cracking up because even she knows what it means. Like, video game obsession does not just hit one person. It hits everyone. Like, even people who don't even play the game will know all about it, or that they will just know things that they wouldn't have known if you weren't in their lives or the internet, because let's be real, the memes and the pictures are just everywhere. So I guess the last part of this video of the whole obsession and gaming and just everything and how it ruins lives is how you always have to bring it up. Like Fallout, that is just my go-to guy with anything right now. Like, somebody will be walking through, like, San Francisco, I don't know, San Francisco, and I don't go to San Francisco a lot, But the point is, you see like those buildings that are all broken down and you're like, oh my god, Fallout, there was a war. Or your family members in the army and you're like, yes, the Great War. And they're just like, what are you talking about? And you're just like, I thought maybe you'd know. There are just so many ways to relate everything to Fallout. Everything. You were sitting there in class, just doing your work, and then you're coding shit, and suddenly your program needs to, like, decode things or encrypt things or whatever. I don't know, I didn't do too good in that class. But it's like reactor, and you're like, nuclear reactor, and then suddenly all your variables are named after Fallout stuff. Like, you're like, oh, there is int atom and short atomic, and your teacher is just like, why? Like, I know you fucking love that game and it's a shitty game, but this makes no sense. You need to make it easier on yourself. And you're like, no, I will do what I want with my code. But there's just so much I have to say where I just don't know what I want to get out first. And I also don't want this video to be like super long, because nobody wants to watch a super long video. Okay, I will take that back, because I've watched really long videos before. But the point of this is that video games ruin lives, and that is what they do. You have limited friends. I'm just kidding. I am just really uncool, so that is why I have like a lack of friends. Without these games and a sort of escape, people would just go crazy. Like, I know there's a bunch of other things to do, like you could hang out with the friends you have, you could read a book and stuff like that, but I think being able to visualize the story and like play along and make changes is just so great, and it's just fun. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. I can't guarantee that all my videos will be like this kind of just random topic or like ranting or gaming or anything, but it'll probably be something. And I plan to upload every Wednesday. And comment below your favorite video game or how video games affected your life. Affected. I am not very good at life. Yeah. But anyways, maybe do both.